Stephen Wallace did to his office last night. Jimmy had given the crying towel to Steve for his Indy crash.
Wallace, you little son of a b! You wreck everything, including my office!
Last night, Steve tore up your office, and Spence, the cameras at speed are always rolling.
This is what it feels like to be an idiot, like Spencer. These things are pretty nasty. I bet Spencer's been blown in them. It's all this stuff, you know he can't read. Doesn't need that. This is what it feels like to be Spencer. I got cigars here. I don't smoke them, I eat them. This thing kind of looks like Spencer. Personal stash. See you, Spence.
Steven, I like you, but I know where you live. You best get your ass back here and help me clean this mess up.
Hey, those stogies aren't cheap either, Spence. You go for the good stuff. Well, last week, Jimmy, you said that Brad Keselowski needed to do less talking and more driving. He sure showed you.
You know, after he listened to my advice last week, he won. So maybe he should listen to me more often. But I need to clear something up.
Nobody gave you it. You didn't luck into it. That's a way to earn the old crying towel there, buddy.
I never gave him a crying towel. However, cigar award to Brad and the 2 team. Great pit call, very classy in victory lane. And Danielle, on Twitter, Nate Ryan tweeted Brad that I should do a mea culpa. Well, Brad said, not sure what mea culpa means. Hope it entails eating a cigar. Well, Brad, I had to look it up too. It doesn't have anything to do with my cigars. But if you make the chase, I will eat my cigar. Because at the next 5 tracks coming up, your most recent finishes at those tracks, 20th, 25th, 18th, 25th, and 36th, those don't sound like top 20 numbers to me. But if you prove me wrong, like you did this Sunday, I invite you to come sit here with me the Tuesday after Richmond, and you can watch me eat my cigar in person. For Roger Penske and all you guys, bad, I hope I have to, but it don't look good.
You're putting it all on the line here, Spence. I like it. Brad says you're still mad about the truck race from 2005.
You know, I recall that. Back then I said I was going to rip his head off and shove it down his neck. But I don't live in the past. That was then. Hey, this is now.
Well, Spence, the big fireworks at Pocono came on the final lap, but it had nothing to do with your boy BK. His teammate Kurt Busch and Jimmy Johnson went at it, either of them getting a cigar or crying towel, perhaps?
Well, you know, Danielle, we'll get to that in a minute. Because first, it's another edition of Kurt Busch Radio Sweetheart. Roll it.
I'm tired of seeing at the end of these other races. Come on! Well, we won the Pocono 400. This is the most pathetic racing I've ever seen. Have we ever thought about making our cars faster? Glad you got an in-car camera in here for me.
Kurt was not happy about that camera. You know, I'm watching, don't you? But after the last lap run-in that Kurt and the 5-time had, I don't understand Jimmy's problem. Watch them here as they exit turn 1. Did I say turn 1? The 48 clearly turns down into Kurt. And Kurt, hey, he hit him back, an eye for an eye. Oh, but listen to old JJ here on the radio.
Just killed our car.
Oh, Jimmy, you hit him first. And listen to what he said after the race.
Off at 2. He claims I turned down on him off at 2, and I don't have a clue. He ran over me on the corner exit, and that's where it all started.
It all started in turn 2. Jimmy, it was turn 1. I made this map for you the next time you go back. It shows you where the corners are. You ran into Kurt in turn 1. Why don't you just put this map in your memory bank where you said you're keeping track of all those guys who hit you? Oh, that's right. You never hit anybody. I'm flawless Jimmy Johnson. It's never my fault. Look at my shiny 5 trophies. I think they're clouding your memory, Jimmy.
Oh, Jimmy, if somebody steals your Klein towel, I think you have a lot of tissue to dry your tears, thanks to Stephen Wallace. Thanks so much, Jimmy. We'll see you Thursday.